app is not the territory,
Fair
so
enough.
I can't say for other people.
Sure.
But when I tell people to go to a museum and stand in front of a Ellsworth Kelly painting or a Barnett Newman or a Rothko or something, because I know what Rothko's intention was, and so if I can get that person to be like I'm just letting these colors wash over me. I'm not thinking about my mortgage. I'm not thinking about.
That gave me anxiety, just the word mortgage. I'm like, don't say the M word in here. This is a safe
No
space.
M words in a safe
This
space.
is a safe space
Don't
here.
say
Yeah,
it.
don't get...
It's so fucked up how people think they're smart if they invested in real estate 20 years ago.
Yeah.
It's just like you rode a wave of low interest rates, and now everyone complains. Even Scott Galloway was on yesterday saying like the difference between 4% and 6% interest rates are different. It's thousands of dollars a month.
It's a huge
But
income
when
difference.
Dude, I remember my parents when we got the first house, it was 14% of the interest
Right.
rate. That's not crazy. That's normal. The crazy.
But you're borrowing less, though. I mean, assuming
No,
back then you
the
were...
craziness is the concept of debt and borrowing money. Like I had a guy come in the office the other day. He said, "I'm not buying a house unless I can pay cash for it, because if you calculate a 30-year mortgage and buy a $1 million house, you're actually paying $2.5 million."
Wow.
So people don't think like that. People, like someone else came into the office and they were like, "Yeah, I just started paying the principal. Like I've owned the house for 20 years and I've just been paying interest. And then now in the last 5 years I get to pay principal." That's a fucked up concept.
Yeah.
I mean, like you going to your job, and if you don't love your job, again, you're trying to make this money to pay your monthly nut, your mortgage, and your auto insurance or your whatever it is, and it's not slavery. You're not being whipped, but you have to understand that you have bought into a system where you're this hamster.
You're tied to debt.
You're tied to debt.
You have to go to work tomorrow.
Whether it's a student loan or credit card, all these bubbles, or the housing thing, like you fed into a system, and you can't check out because then you're homeless and you don't have friends because or you have homeless friends.
You don't have the Isle of Boxers anymore.
Right. You don't have you can't go to Air One. There's a guy at the door and he's like, no.